So hello, let's try this colouring content stuff that I've been talking about for a while. I thought I would give it a go. We'll just see how it turns out. It might work, it might not. Let's just try it. So I'm doing this because it turns out I'm really fussy about the colouring books I like. Really fussy. And once you get past the main brands and main designers, there's very little out there for reviews. So I just wanted to throw my reviews into the mix. At the moment, I do just have the main brands and main designers because that's where the reviews are. But once I get into things, I'll probably start buying the odd thing or two. I've got a wish list that's quite excessive because every time I see something interesting, I put it on the wish list, and there's a hell of a lot that does not have reviews. But at the moment, let's just start with what we've got. I've been consuming a lot of content recently, a hell of a lot of content, of colouring content, and one thing I've noticed is they all put this disclaimer at the front of their videos saying it's not for kids. I don't know if YouTube has colouring content as defaulted for kids, but I've set it up on my channel so that none of my videos are suitable for kids, and this includes this because I swear occasionally, you know, it's just a fact of me. So, we'll get into this. This is not one of the ones that doesn't have reviews. I bought this because it had reviews and it's the first book I bought. It's an 8.5 by 8.5 squared book. And this is 100 Magnificent Mandalas by Special Art. It's also volume 3. Don't know why I bought volume 3 first, but there you go. So, what I'm thinking of doing is flipping through the books. Oh, just move that out of the way. And then reviewing it when I've coloured some stuff in, because you really need to colour stuff in before you can review it. So I've got a few previews. Oh, there's a Facebook group. Haven't done that. Might be fun. Oh, I am just pen testing everywhere. I scribble everywhere, so that's you know, that's great. So again, scribble everywhere. There is a huge mix of designs in here. Really intricate to really simple. This one took me ages. It's really intricate, and I use, here we go, Staedtler fine liners, the triplus ones, and I've got this pack from the Works, which is actually quite good. I've had them a few years and they haven't dried out. I'm starting to use them now, and I use those on here. This one took me nearly a week because it's so intricate, but it was worth it in the end. And then we move over. On this book, everything's black backed so that your fine liners don't bleed through. I haven't got any alcohol markers, Sharpies, that sort of thing, but they probably will, so you probably just want to put a bit of paper between the sheets so that it doesn't bleed through. For pencils, I've got a Castle Art set of 72. We don't always get on, but we are learning to live with each other. And I think we're having a little bit of a truce at the moment, so it's not terrible, but it's not great either. This was a set from somewhere else. They were terrible. So one thing I like about this book is the really wide range of designs. There's some floral stuff, some geometric stuff, and there's thicker lines and thinner lines and different amounts of detail. The line work is really sharp. I haven't really seen any pixelation, and there we go, got some really detailed stuff there. Everything is really printed clearly, and the black backgrounds really help with the fine liners. You don't get any show through. Again, it's really solidly black when it's printed. There are a few that are printed slightly grey, but again, they're not pixelated, and when you get the really thick lines like this, it's really sharp and clear. The paper is pretty consistent throughout all the colouring books I have because it's print on demand by Amazon, and it's slightly thicker. Oh, here you go. This one's slightly greyed print, but it's not pixelated either. So the paper is slightly thicker than what I would stick in my printer, and it has a nice bit of texture to the surface, so the colouring pencils work really well. But it does On the ones that I've got that don't have the black background, there is a little bit of show through from the fine liners, which is why I say if you use anything really heavy like the Sharpies or alcohol markers, you are going to get some bleed through. And what people have noticed is it spreads on this paper, but the fine liners are all right. Again, that's really crisply printed. So I've really enjoyed this book. And see, there's one that's really fine. Oh, there's a lot of detail in that one. I think I've done 5 out of here. There is another one later on that I've done, and I have already reviewed this one. And I think I'm going to buy the other 2 books. Oh, I probably should have mentioned the price of this at the start. It's $7.99 for 100 designs, which I think is a really good price considering how consistently well printed this book is. $7.99 for 100 designs. It's going to keep you going for hours and hours and weeks. And I probably should have thought of a few things to say while I'm flipping through a book of 100 designs, other than going, oh, I like that one. See, that's a nice bold one. See, I like that there's a less complicated one followed by a few complicated ones. I really like the more intricate ones myself. A lot of these are really floral inspired, but I think, there we go, there's the other one I've done. That was done with both types of fine liner, and you can see on the black that there's nothing showing through and nothing has bled through onto this side. Yeah, and they're generally floral inspired, I find. Oh, there's a nice hard one. But you can get other books which are less floral inspired. That's weird. That's just the outlines, isn't it? That looks like you're going to do it either in one colour and just fill in the outline, or fill in all the spaces. And I'm not sure how I would approach that one. That's definitely interesting. I just find that this book's got a really good mix of stuff, and I've really enjoyed it so far. But because I keep buying new books, I keep neglecting this one. See, that one's definitely flowers. None of the designs are cut off, even if they just go straight up to the lines on each corner. Yeah, it's just a really good starting book. I'm really glad I started with this one, as I said. And I'm going to get the other 2 books. But what I think I'm going to do is, for future books, flip through them when I get them and then review them after I've coloured in. So these are printed a little bit fainter, but they're still really clear. I haven't really looked through this completely yet because it's 100, it's a lot. And that's it. So leave a review on Amazon. I have reviewed this on Amazon. Then there's Facebook group. Oh, and these are other ones offered by Special Art. So there's another couple of mandalas and patterns. And then that's it. People are saying that these are for testing your colours. I'm just scribbling wherever. And then on the back, you've got 3 previews. Oh, 100 complex mandalas. Yeah, they are varied. So I really like this book. I've had a lot of fun with it, and I'm going to continue to dip in and out of this one, I think. So this is my first video for colouring. We might work on the format of them later on, but just let me know what you think. If this is something you're interested in seeing me do more often, maybe once a week, I don't know yet. We'll just have to see how it goes. So thanks for watching, and I shall see you all soon.